never really actually even thought of it that way, that the minimum wage is a tax. I mean, you think about, yeah, just think about the implications of that. A business, if they're, going to make a profit and they have to pay people more, like the McDonald's thing, or, whatever, having to pay somebody $20 an hour. Okay, well, it's not necessarily it's more of a tax on the consumer, because now the consumer has to pay a higher price, because the business has to offset that cost somehow. So when you have a minimum wage, instead of the business and the economy determining what a wage should be for something, or what an employee is worth, when the government mandates that you have to pay somebody a minimum wage. Now, I don't don't take this the wrong way. I everybody should be paid a fair wage, and all this stuff, and in some ways maybe minimum wage is good, but when you really take a look at it, it is actually a tax, because now you have to at least pay this much. And so the cost of goods and services and everything has to go up to meet at least that standard. So, yeah, it's a great point, and it is a form of a tax. And as far as, I think we've said this 1,000 times on the podcast, but all of us, I think on here would agree that taxes have to go up at some point. What that looks like or how it affects people is, maybe a different conversation. But, when we have as much debt as we do, and we have all of the, expenditures and things going on, at some point there's going to be a day of reckoning at some point, and we're going to have to pay these bills. So they're going to have to pay them somehow. So they're going to have to make a tax in some way, in order to pay it. So how it all looks and how it all works out, that's a different conversation altogether. And what kind of taxes they can implement, and how things go and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I would agree taxes have to go up at some point. How much did they go up? That's a conversation for another day. How do they do it? That's a conversation for another day.